Didn't believe it before my children told me that they used to see him and to chat with him in the mosque.
Abu Hafs al-Libi fought for several months with Zarqawi, the mastermind behind hundreds of bombings, kidnappings and beheadings. And his new recruit from Ireland soon came to the attention of the Americans.
He was somebody who was reported to be a lieutenant of Zarqawi that was able to do things in support of the Zarqawi network. Reported to be close.
In October 2004, Al-Qaeda in Iraq announced that Abu Hafs al-Libi had been killed in the town of Fallujah. But al-Libi wasn't the only figure connected to Bouissir. Garda sources have claimed to us that Bouissir's associates have included Hamid H., an Algerian who worked for Mercy International in Dublin. H. was questioned by Gardaí before he left Ireland 5 years ago. Adel Rahali, also known as Mohammed Adel, who lived in Enfield, County Meath. He's now in jail in Tunisia for terrorism-related offences which he denies. Abbas Boutrab, who lived in Lucan in Dublin. He's serving 6 years in Belfast for downloading bomb-making plans from the internet.
We have to add that cost to the...
For most in the Islamic community here, however, talk of an Irish connection on the basis of selected individuals is highly unfair.
Number 5 has not been received.
I've lived here for a long time, and I've never met any of those people that you've talked about, and never heard of them actually until, well, apart maybe what's on the news. You can't blame a Muslim community if there was one criminal out of it coming out of here. It's like criminalising the Irish people for somebody who commits a crime, one individual who commits a crime. So, I don't see a strong evidence or a strong relationship or a link between, those individuals and the rest of the Muslim community in Ireland.
In a democratic country such as Ireland, where we have the rule of law, if there is evidence that someone is guilty of an offence, then they should be brought to trial in the ordinary way. Labelling people without any clear legal or judicial basis is plainly a dangerous thing to do.
We have to accept that in this conflict there will be minorities who express abhorrent views, but what are we going to do? Are we going to put them in camps? Are we going to change our laws simply to stop people like that?
We met Ibrahim Bouissir on 5 occasions. He declined to be interviewed on camera, but his solicitor told us Mr. Bouissir, in common with many in the Muslim community in Ireland, has been the subject of almost constant Garda surveillance, particularly since September 2001. He is a naturalised Irish citizen who's been in this country for in excess of 20 years. The lawyer added that Mr. Bouissir has never been charged with any terrorist or terrorist-related offence, nor have any applications been made from any other jurisdiction for his extradition to face such charges. The 10th anniversary celebration of the Clonskeagh Mosque last month marked how far Muslims have come in Ireland. But there was also recognition that it's changed the world.
One of the great sadnesses of these times is to see an alignment of thinking that is inimical to friendship between Christian and Muslim, between East and West. This alignment and these stereotypes are very, very dangerous.
Our opinion poll suggests that stereotyping is already having an impact on Muslims in Ireland. 61% of those surveyed felt that hostility towards Muslims had increased since 9/11. A third said their family had experienced hostility in Ireland. And 23%, almost 1 in 4, said they had experienced Islamophobia.
See what happened when Muslims were marginalised. If you put them in a corner and all the time you give them the feeling that you have suspicions about them, that you do not trust them, how do you expect them to behave? To the contrary, if you make them feel comfortable and make them feel that they are really part of the society, and in fact they are part of this society, it makes a difference.
But are we already at risk from Al-Qaeda? Last month, the radical cleric Omar Bakri claimed that Ireland was now a legitimate target. But intelligence agencies in the US say that Al-Qaeda sees Ireland in a different light.
Ireland itself is not in any potential danger. The danger is that Ireland can be used as a place where people can hide and then go elsewhere to do what they need to do.
Al-Qaeda sees Ireland as a good environment to operate in, to carry out attacks outside of Ireland, not to do something inside of Ireland. Because if they were to do something inside Ireland right now, it would raise the issue and it would bring greater scrutiny.
But trying to assess Al-Qaeda's intentions is an inexact science. The use of Shannon Airport by the American military has been cited as a motive for Al-Qaeda to mount an attack here. But as someone who's investigated the history of Al-Qaeda, Richard Whelan believes there's a more fundamental reason why Ireland might be a target.
Ireland is part of Europe. It's Western. It's a huge part of the globalised economy. All those reasons alone make us a target, a potential target. At the end of the day, their threat to Ireland isn't the fact that we allow troops use Shannon. It's simply because we're Western. They are fundamentally opposed to Western culture. Those ideas are not being challenged by the West at any level. This is a war of ideas.
We need to work harder. The government needs to work harder. The general community in Ireland needs to work towards full integration. The experiences in other countries have shown, yes, if there is an injustice, radicalization is possible. People get isolated and they become easy to pick by extremist groups. At the moment, the risks are very low in Ireland, but that does not mean it will not happen. What it means is that we should work hard to ensure it does not happen in the future.